Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans, and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm Ellie Jair, and wow, what a Monday Night Raw we had, coming to you from the home of the WWE in Connecticut. And I tell you, I hope everybody else was feeling the energy from the crowd, because it seemed to be above average, and definitely not what we saw in France. Because my word, shout out to the crowd, you were phenomenal. Monifique, just amazing. And whoever was in that crowd, kudos to you. And whatever superstar was there in attendance, I think they definitely were feeling it, and are, like the residual, you know what I mean? Just the energy that you've got to feel when you're coming out there, especially when, the crowd is sitting there and you're getting noise warnings. Or, there was a time Marshawn Lynch, when he played for the Seattle Seahawks, and he was running, and he broke some tackles and was heading toward the end zone, and ended up registering on the Richter scale. And that, my friends, is how you do it. And that's what was going on in France. So thank you so much to the French crowd. And I'm sure WWE has taken notice, and they will be back in the very near future. And if it's not in France, it's definitely going to be in an international market. We also got the notice that that WrestleMania next year is going to come to us from Viva Las Vegas during Easter weekend. And you're like, oh man, why Easter? Blah 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 blah. Vegas went to the WWE, went to TKO, and said, hey, it's generally slower here, and we could use the business. And it would open up a lot of opportunities for the WWE universe, and all things professional wrestling. Just like we saw when we were in Philly, there was not a square inch of that city that wasn't covered with something that was wrestling oriented. And Jay Tilly and I went on a homage to find a place called Suplex. And Suplex was recently featured on YouTube, having matches in the middle of the frickin' street. So shout out to Suplex, right there in Chi-Town. I'm sorry, Philly. And, way to go, because Philly killed it. And, I am happy to say that I was part of the WWE universe that was in person for WrestleMania. And some of the hats and gear and all that other stuff, I really wish I wasn't a New York Football Giants fan, because I could wear that with a little more pride. So thank you to Philly. You are amazing. You're an amazing city, and you really did some major justice for yourselves with hosting. So fast forward. So we show up tonight. WWE is in Hartford, Connecticut. We've got our Monday Night Raw rendition, and we've got a lot of vignettes, and we're talking about a lot of the superstars that have made their way to the main roster. And we got a little snippet of Valkyria, and I think she has a very, very bright future. And her skill set and her gear look great, and everything really came together. So I think she has a really bright future. So night starts out, we get the Yeet King. He comes out, and it's just me, Oos, and the 15,000 other Ooses were like, let's go. And the Prince was talking about becoming the king, and how he thought he was just going to get a bye to the next round. And I think that would have been fun because it would have played into the story why Drew McIntyre wasn't participating in the King of the Ring. Now, they didn't go that route. They instead decided to continue the storyline, which I totally appreciate because, WWE is doing a lot better with their storylines, right? So, Jey Uso, he comes out. It's just me, Uso. The crowd is into it. Everybody gets speared. And the Uso is loose. He ends up coming out the victor. And we see a little bit later Prince Nevitt, not the king. He's got some stuff to say, right? And I am not sure where this is going, but I think there's some legs to it, right? And I think we can do some stuff. And the reason why I think we can do some stuff is because of the character work. And to watch Finn Balor and the facials that he had when they were showing what the hell happened to his fellow Judgment Day brethren when he took the rings to the forehead from the Super Bowl champion, just the like his jaw dropped to the ground, and I mean that like the facials, that's what it is. Like, who's selling what to who? And in my opinion, in the most professional manner possible, Finn is selling ice to a freaking Eskimo, and I freaking love it. And this continued on as we moved on. You've got Dakota Kai as like the self-professed mouthpiece of Damage Control, and just to find out today, Asuka is injured. So shout out to Asuka. I hope she returns quickly, and it isn't a significant injury. And like we were talking about one of the previous episodes, there's so many injuries popping around over at AEW, at WWE. We've got some wrestlers from New Japan who are going to be off television for a little while. So speedy recovery to Asuka, and wish nothing but the best for her. Hopefully she doesn't have to get surgery. It's just a few weeks away, and she's fine. And not from a fan perspective, but from a quality of life perspective, right? Because you just want to be, you want to be able to navigate life uninjured, and be able to have a good time. So so good luck to her and everything she's got going on. Bam! Then we roll into Natty and Neidhart, the daughter of the Anvil, which is why I wear my beard the way I do. She comes out, looks great in her gear. Io Sky comes out with Damage Control, and you instantly know that there's going to be some shenanigans. But Io Sky is very shortly removed from being the WWE Women's Champion. So in my head, I'm like, okay, she's got to win, which is unfortunate for Natty, because I want to see Natty on top of the mountain again, because, she's a future Hall of Famer. She is an absolute blue blood in the world of professional wrestling. And, she just met what is the word? Like, Io Sky, although she, unfortunately she came up short in her title, defense against Bayley. She was a great champion, and I believe that she'll be a champion again in the very, very near future. And great showing, great match, and Io Sky moves on in the Queen of the Ring, which I cannot wait to see the finals. And check out the brackets, or Jay Tilly and I will drop an episode that breaks down the brackets. But the brackets look freaking amazing, and kudos to the general managers that have everything going on, along with Triple H, pulling the strings. Looks freaking awesome. So we move into the next match, and Ricochet one of my favorite wrestlers, sports entertainers, under every name that he performed in. And he came up short against Iliad, but let's not show despair for our speed champion. This is merely a blip. I believe he will be carrying WWE Gold, and not not Speed Championship before it is all said and done, for the year. And for 2024 anyway is what I'm getting at. So, shout out to him and everything that he's been doing for some of those matches. That match against Ivar, when he did that backflip holding him in a power slam position, SHEE! No one that is 150 pounds lighter than his competition should be able to do that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So kudos to him, and everything that he's got going on. So the show is moving along really good. Some of the vignettes in the back, the general manager's playing a great role. Drew McIntyre comes out and he rips around in his car. Right behind him comes CM Punk and the Second City Saint. I've got his shirt on today, just by chance. Wink, wink. And great promo. And if you want to keep someone relevant and you want to make them newsworthy and buzzworthy, WWE is doing exactly what you want them to do. You're showing him just enough to the point where it's not quite saturated, and some other sports entertainment wrestling fans may go, dude, I don't know what you're smoking, but I totally disagree. I'm not smoking anything. I am having a drink because today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Big 5-0 NBD. That's no big deal. And, so we roll into the next match, who is Zoe Stark. I think needs a rocket put on her. Great skill set, and, definitely has earned her stripes since she came to the WWE along with, Trish. Great storyline with Trish. Had an awesome feud. Moved on and, was in contention for the tag team championships, and whatever happened with that, it happened. So I think it's just a matter of time before, again, we talked a little bit earlier about who was going to be a champion before the end of the year, and I think Zoe Stark definitely has the skill set. Not that Ivy Nile does not deserve to be a champion. It's just not her time yet, right? But once the Alpha Academy realigns, I could see her getting strapped up, whether she's the NXT North American champion, or she's definitely contributing to the Creed brothers being your tag team champions in the very, very near future. Then we get the Alpha Academy. Master Gable comes out. I'm not sure what that little clap thing that he did at the beginning, but it's whatever. That's what he does now, I guess. Hey, we get a run-in from the Intercontinental Champion, which, if you're the champion, you have the champion's advantage. You have to get pinned. You can't get counted out. You can't, DQ. You don't lose the title. So why they're going this angle, I'm not sure, but I'm here for it. I think Sami Zayn has got a great character with this Intercontinental title, and I don't think he's going to carry the title very long. It's just a matter of time before Chad Gable is carrying your Intercontinental Championship. But I'm here for it. Like I've said, Master Gable, he'll get a revamped Alpha Academy. They'll have some kind of feud with the Academy formerly known as Alpha, and we'll have some amazing bangers. And if you don't think that we're going to see Kurt Angle here in the very near future, sorry for your damn luck, because he is coming, and man, I think he's going to come and become some kind of form or fashion of mentor. So great to see Lyria Valkyria coming out and on the main roster. Like I said before, this former NXT Women's World Champion and a just a spitfire from Ireland. The match slash feud that she had with Becky was fantastic, and I think there could be some meat on the bone, especially. I wouldn't necessarily put the title on her right away, but if we want to talk about giving Becky some time off, because originally she was supposed to get some time off along with Seth before Mommy got hurt. So, again, we're here for it. We want everybody to be healthy, wealthy, and wise, and want to be able to put on the best matches as possible. So we'll see what ends up materializing. She looked fantastic. I don't know if anybody caught the Kentucky Derby. That was they looked kitted up. And what's up with frickin' Seth frickin' Rollins, right? He lost his beard. He's no longer part of the No Shave Man Cave. I don't know what to do. We may have to, he still can come on if you want to do an interview, by all means, my guy. But yeah, he looked night and day. Looked like his, trying to think of the character name. Last name was Black when he was rocking, with the 5 o'clock shadow. So, no, but they looked fantastic. This hat that Becky was talking about, she got it on Etsy. I'm like, okay, whatever. So my guy Sheamus is back from a long layoff and injury. He had to go against the Ring General and came up short. And I want Sheamus to win the Intercontinental title so freaking bad that I can taste it. And I don't know how else to put it other than I want to see my guy holding the Intercontinental title. That would make him the Grand Slam champion that we all believe him to be. And, the fact that they're not rushing it, there's a story. I'm totally vibing with it and digging it. Are we going to see something with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus? Probably not. I think Sheamus is going to stay, close to the Intercontinental title, just on the peripheral, just on the outside of it. I think you'll see Drew McIntyre right in the thick of things when he comes back. He's dealing with a hyperextended elbow. You saw his elbow was heavily taped. So, man, it was, all in all, I thought it was a really good night. I'd give it 3 beards. I think Jay Tilly might be a little less generous. I may even go like 3 1/4. I'm big on the crowds when the commercials go, and who's doing what to who when the commercial goes, especially if it's during the women's matches. That really grinds my gears. But I thought the show came together pretty nicely. It was a fast 3 hours, and as fast as 3 hours can be, right? But all in all, Pierce, excellent general manager. I think that is, the Nick Aldis and Pierce doing their magic and doing their bidding on the TV is really really starting to come together. So shit, man, I'm here and I'm digging it, and I get it. It's my WWE brain. Oh, I can't believe you're drinking the Kool-Aid, blah blah blah. Okay, fine. I would not be so inclined to drink the Kool-Aid if AEW and NWA and New Japan, especially New Japan and NWA, if they were a little bit easier to find. I'm like, if you've been following us, for a cup of coffee, I am absolutely down with TNA, and everything they've got going on at TNA is on point. And I'm just waiting to see Nick Nemeth carrying TNA Gold, whether it's a tag team championships with his brothers. He's already got the AAA title. He's already got the global championship with New Japan. He just needs some TNA Impact championship. So, man. So there's a lot going on in professional wrestling, sports entertainment. So I know y'all can find something, and I would absolutely love to hear what wrestling that you are digging on. If it's not, the big three, please let me know. Let us know. Jay Tilly and I love to get down and search for some wrestling, whether it's the indie scene or some old classic stuff. There was some NWA stuff going on this past weekend. There was this vicious cage match that was on Fight TV, so definitely got to check that out. Former NWA World Champion was in the cage. Shoo! So all in all, great match. So hey, thanks for checking us out here. Thanks for being a wrestling fan. Thanks for being a fan of Jay Tilly and I, the No Shave Man Cave, a couple of disabled vets on a fixed income. And we are just out here talking the 3 Bs. We got some bourbon, we got some barbecue, and we got some body slams. I got some barbecue going on downstairs, got some short ribs for the birthday. We got some bourbon that we're probably going to pop here shortly. Not quite sure. I've got a few bottles I haven't corked yet. And thank you to all my brothers and sisters that hooked me up with an amazing gift. I am so grateful for everything. So, thank you so much. So, until next time, my friends, my fam, I can't tell you enough how happy and proud I am to be part of this great family. And I wish all of you nothing but the best. So, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on the floor.